3 years ago, I started drawing. After hundreds of pages, one common factor appeared on the vast majority of my drawings. They were in one way or another a copy of the reference, a reinterpretation of something someone else made. But I wanted to use my art for something else, something original. That's why I decided to make a comic. The plan was to make a short story, 15 to 20 pages, so I broke down the whole process into these 4 steps. Writing the script was by far the easiest step, as I already had something in mind, so I just outlined the characters, the plot, and the setting. Designing the main character took many attempts, and the first few were definitely questionable, but I finally ended up with a version that I was happy with. The final design definitely has room for improvement, but I think I captured the essence of the character that I envisioned. I think one of the biggest mistakes I made in this whole process was rushing the character design. The concept art you see now is very brief and incomplete, and it forced me to redraw a lot of panels later on. Despite that inconvenience, I think the final designs turned out pretty nice, at least for a beginner comic. Sketching out the pages was quite fun because there was no pressure to get it perfect. It was all about getting your ideas onto the paper. This was the first panel I ever sketched, and it was quite intimidating at first, but as the pages went on, I got more comfortable. One thing I'd recommend is to not leave your sketches vague and loose because it's only going to make it harder for you when you're doing the line art. This step took much longer than I anticipated because of my loose sketches and my brief character designs. I had to redraw so many panels. Despite all the setbacks, this step was by far the most rewarding. Seeing my drawings come to life, it made the whole journey seem worth it. It still took me almost a month to turn all the sketch pages into their final versions. Making the cover was a really nice change of pace. It allowed me to play with contrast and vibrant colors, and it almost felt like a break from all the line art and the coloring. And with that, after almost 2 months, chapter 1 of my comic residence is finally complete. There were many times where I felt like giving up because I wasn't happy with the art, or I didn't think it would be worth it in the end. Although the final result is far from perfect, to be honest, I realized that we all have to start somewhere. You can now read the finished comic on Global Comics. I'll leave a link in the description and in the comments. And let me know what you liked, what you think I can improve, and thank you.